Hi there, on my first job today. I think they want me to install a new socket, and then I've got to do an inspection because I think they need a new fan fitted. It's quite a new block of flats, not that old. But I find in these new flats, the work ain't that brilliant because you go in there and there's so many faults, and it's a brand new building, not that old. This isn't brand new, but it's not that old. I've done some work in flats here before, and the work is not clever, not all that clever. But anyway, besides the point, let's get on with it. Okay, gonna go up there, see what's involved. Maybe I might need to go and get something at the wholesaler, so go and have a look, see what's involved first, and then get on with it. Right, guys, this one could be a tricky one. Yeah, I'm not sure how this one's going to be done, because he wants a socket put above his surface in the kitchen. And like I was telling you about the work in this place, when you pull down the plinth, or at the bottom, underneath where the washing machine stuff, the way they've done the sockets under there, honestly, it's all right, I suppose. It's not dangerous, but I'm sure you should do it better than that. Or maybe I'm just being too fussy, but I wouldn't have done it like that. No way. Anyway, I'll show you when I get up there. Right, so I'm gonna install an extra socket in this kitchen. There's a kitchen there, yeah, and client wants the socket about here somewhere, right there. There's some connections under here. That's how they've done it under there. Sockets for the washing machine, oven, I think, and dishwasher. That's how they've done it under there. Decided to pick up from this one, the fridge one, and just come around the back and through there and up there. Up the side there, over to there. To leave a massive cable like that underneath the plinth, I mean, I don't think that's the best way to do it. I mean, it's okay. It's not, it's not unsafe or anything. But if that was me, I would have fixed. If I had to do it that way, I would have fixed the sockets to the base, to the floor, and fixed the cables up properly. So I wasn't going to pick up from there, but it's an easier option to do it from there rather than trying to cut across. So that's what I decided to do, to take it from underneath. Well, you've got 3 single sockets, one for the fridge, one for the freezer, one for the cooker. And then in the cupboard where the fuse board is, which is a bit funny, they've got a bank of switches that controls them under there. They come out the fuse board into the switches and isolation switches, and then it controls them. And the guy, he's fine with it coming from there. I told him that if you switch off one of those switches for the fridge, it's going to switch that socket off. But he's fine with that, he's not worried about that. So I'll take it from there. And unfortunately, I'll have to leave my cables hanging under there like that, because I've not room on there to be doing any corrective work now. So I'm just going to pick up from the fridge socket. I've cut my holes to bring it up the wall and bring it across, and I'll show you the finished job when it's done.
In the bathroom,
yeah,
the extractor fan, it's never worked since we came in. We think it's here.
Right, okay.
So a small hole would need to be cut.
Right. So I'll get this off. There's
Just
a ducting, flexible duct, is it?
Yeah.
Right.
But we can't see the actual extractor fan.
Well, there's probably what you would have probably is an inline unit. Yeah. Right. We need to have a look at that.
Yeah.
Right. I got that socket all widened and everything. The only thing is I couldn't really get to show you the finished thing yet, because the client's on a phone call in the same room, and he's going to be on the call for about half hour. But he showed me he needs his fan in the bathroom isn't working, and what it is, they've got some duct in there, and it's an inline fan that's in the ducting. But usually when they fit those inline fan, they usually leave a hatch or something so you can get to it, or you know, some way of accessing it, because at some time or other it's going to need either servicing or changing, and it's broke down, not working. So now I'm going to have to cut the duct in. He said on his Facebook group that's what someone done. I was thinking that anyway, that's what you'd have to do to cut to get to the fan. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to get my pair of steps so I can get up there. I'll try and film it and show you it, yeah? Okay. So here we are in the bathroom. When I put my hand through that hole there, I can feel the inline fan there. Should be that there, hopefully. You've got the flexi duct attached to it, comes along to here. So I'm gonna have to cut down here, cut along here to get that piece out, and hopefully be able to access the fan. Okay, I'm going to attempt to do that now, see what happens. Oh, there's your inline fan. They must have put that up and then built round it, because how would you have got that in otherwise? Man, don't even know how I'm going to attempt to get that out. This holds it in. These people didn't think about maintenance. Crazy. Okay, I better get on with it. See if I can get it out. How was you expected to get that out? Crazy, isn't it? I don't know what they were thinking. Didn't leave a hatch to get it out. Anyway, take that screw out, hopefully. It should drop down. Okay. There's the fan. There's the hole. Right. That's the fan there. Finally got it out. What a mess, man. Okay, that's supposed to be the timer for the fan. How would you ever be able to get to that to adjust it? It was pushed up. It was pushed up there. So I'm saying the work in these places aren't that clever. Anyway, I have to try and get a new fan now, and then come back and refit it. This is what you find all the time. These boxes aren't fitted properly, because some of these boxes aren't really that good. I just took this off to reconnect some cables, but look, the boxes, this is not fixed properly, so I'm going to change it. These ones clip in, they're the best ones. See that? These things break. I don't know. Not good. These ones are the ones I've come across, the best ones to use that I've found so far. They clip in really nice and tight and sound. That's how they're fitted nice and clipped in nice and tight. They're going nowhere. This is, I say they're the best. I mean, they're the best ones that I use. It's the best ones I've come across. You know, these are great. Going nowhere. I keep banging on about it. When you connect cables, especially these thins, these look like 1 mil. You need to bend them over, because look at that. That is ready to break. Once that breaks, arcing and just problems. So got to be careful when you're connecting these small cables. Bend them over. You see the grey one? That was broken off. That's why the tenant tried to reconnect it himself, and then he got in a problem, he couldn't do it. But it looks, he said it had come loose. That's what's happened. That grey one had broken off. The grey one's used as the neutral. So, like I say, you need to bend these things over. So eventually, I did connect from one of these sockets here, brought it round there, drilled a hole through there, and got it round to here. Had to use some lubricant to get it up there, round there to the socket. It's all done. Yeah, that worked out to be a lot more tricky than I thought. Getting the cable underneath for the socket on top, that was a bit difficult, but with a bit of yellow and ingenuity, got it round. And that I was changing that connection it was a connection plate that was changing. This is the one I took off, and the reason why that grey cable, they were using it as neutral, broke is that's the neutral supply that you probably can't see, but I couldn't unscrew it. It was screwed in so tight I couldn't unscrew it. So obviously that's why the cable broke off, because what happened was the cable, he thought the cable had got loose, so he was trying to connect it back himself, but he couldn't do it. And plus the box behind was broken, so he couldn't deal with that. So that's that. I mean, obviously this person's over tightened it, because there's no way I can't even get that screw to release, so I had to fit a new one. So that's another thing you got to be careful of, is over tightened. There's no need for it, man. Just tighten it. You can feel when it's tight, and that's it. I mean, look, people use these torque screwdrivers, but to be honest, I've got some, but I never use them. I can't get used to them. You just got to gauge it in it. You don't need to over tighten it. But anyway, another job done. See you on the next one. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you get something out of it. Okay, nice one.